There have been many great celebrities who have been knighted by the British royal family. A knighthood is something many people strive for, to be recognized for achievements to the UK and to the world. Many celebrities wish to be on the honors list, and the list seems to have a backlog. But today we'll look back at some of the celebrities who have made an incredible impact on their careers and why they were honored by a knighthood. Join Factsverse UK to learn about the celebrities who have been knighted by the British royal family. Sir Michael Caine. Before he was Sir Michael Caine, he was Maurice Micklewhite, and he grew up living a humble life in London. He had big dreams of becoming a big star, which was not really a viable career for a Cockney at the time, as few Cockneys were seen on screen, and if they were, it was always as a stereotype, but seldom as a leading man. This is where Michael Caine changed the game. He began his acting career in the 50s and appeared in small roles in films and stage plays, but it was in the 1960s when Michael Caine really made a huge impact. The two films that really launched his career were The Italian Job and Alfie. The latter film showed him as a great romantic lead and solidified him as a leading man. Early in his career, he was interviewed on the Merv Griffin Show, who predicted he would become a big star one day. Truer words couldn't have been spoken. Michael Caine has become a major star all over the world and has appeared in over 100 films and TV episodes. He's now 90 years old, and he still has a few upcoming films. He was knighted by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II for his contribution to acting. Sir Michael Caine is truly an inspiration and shows that no matter where you come from, you can still rise to the top. Sir Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is one of the most legendary musicians of all time and received worldwide fame as the bassist and co-lead vocalist of the Beatles. He's also a Knight of the British Empire and has been referred to as Sir Paul McCartney for many years. He showed an early interest in music and tried out different instruments before settling on the guitar as a teen. In 1957, McCartney met John Lennon, and they eventually formed the Beatles. McCartney's skills and talent played a major role in the Beatles' success. He wrote and co-wrote many of the band's most iconic songs, including Hey Jude, Let It Be, and Yesterday. After the Beatles disbanded, Paul McCartney continued to perform as a solo artist, as well as with his band Wings. Throughout his career, McCartney has been recognized as one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Through the Beatles and his subsequent career, he's helped pioneer the British invasion music craze. In 1997, Paul was knighted for his contributions to music. At 80 years old, Paul McCartney is still performing and recording music. His influence on popular music and culture is still a major impact on the world. But it all started in Liverpool, and Sir Paul McCartney is truly one of the greatest British icons of all time. Dame Judi Dench. Judi Dench is an English actress known for her prolific and extremely successful career in cinema, television, and the theater. She was born in Yorkshire on December 9, 1934, and began her acting career in the late 50s, making her start in the theater. She spent much of her career making her name in theater before she did the same in television and cinema. On television, Judi became a star in the 1980s for her role as Jean Pargetter in the sitcom As Time Goes By. She then went on to achieve much praise for her performances in great films including A Room with a View, Mrs. Brown, Shakespeare in Love, and Philomena. She's been nominated for numerous awards and has won several. This included an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Shakespeare in Love, in which she played the Queen. And of course, in the modern era, she's been known mostly for her role as M in quite a few of the Bond films. She played a British queen once again when she appeared in the film Victoria and Abdul. She was made a dame in 1998 and is now Dame Judi Dench. She's still active in her acting career and continues to serve as an inspiration to aspiring actresses. Dame Maggie Smith. Maggie Smith is an actress who has had a prolific and varied career in film, television, and theater, and with no view in sight of slowing down. She was born in Ilford on December 28, 1934, and began her acting career in the theater in the early 50s. She loved theater but wanted to break into cinema and television as well. Her breakthrough role was in the film The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie in 1969. She won the Academy Award for Best Actress, and she was still a fairly new face. She became a recognized one to both British and American audiences. She has since appeared in many famous films, including California Suite, A Room with the View, and the Harry Potter film series, in which you'll recognize her as Professor Minerva McGonagall. Smith has also had a successful career on television, and her most famous role has been the Dowager Countess of Grantham in the drama series Downton Abbey. She also appeared in the film The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. But while she's become a star in cinema and television, she hasn't forgotten her roots in the theater. She's performed in many stage plays for the National Theatre and the Royal Shakespeare Company and has won much acclaim and awards. She was made into a dame in 1990, and Dame Maggie Smith is still one of the most successful and iconic British actresses of all time. Sanjeev Bhaskar, OBE. Sanjeev Bhaskar is a living legend and an icon for British Asians. He was born on October 31, 1963 in London, to parents who moved to England from India. He didn't grow up thinking of being an actor, and this certainly wasn't expected from a traditional Indian family. But later in his life, during a period of difficulty, he decided to start writing and performing sketches with his friend Nitin Sawhney. This led to opportunities on TV shows, most notably The Real McCoy, which gave one of the first insights into British Asians as well as Black Britons. But he made his breakthrough with the comedy sketch show Goodness Gracious Me, which he co-wrote and starred in. The show had a humorous take on British Asians and remains one of the most iconic British television programs. It's paved the way for British Asians today. He has continued in television, most notably with The Kumars at Number 42 and its sequel, The Kumars. He's also appeared in films such as The Guru. He's hosted a documentary series where he travels around India and played the lead role in the popular TV show The Indian Doctor. While not yet a knight, Sanjeev Bhaskar was given an OBE in 2006 for his acting and contributions to film and television. His career has been characterized by his commitment to telling great stories about the British Asian community. Foreign celebrities. Of course, it's not just British celebrities who have been knighted by the British royal family. While foreigners can't receive full knighthood and can't be known as Sir or Dame as British subjects can, they're nevertheless honored for their achievements. Bill Gates was given an honorary knighthood for his achievements with Microsoft, as well as his philanthropic works. Microsoft was started in the USA, but the first place where it was established abroad was in the UK. He was grateful for the honor and stated how the UK helped with Microsoft's international growth. Actress Angelina Jolie was also made an honorary dame. But it wasn't for her acting or directing work, but rather for her humanitarian work. She was appreciated for her efforts in helping fight against sexual violence all over the world. There was also a great Indian actor who received this honor. The late actor Om Puri was given an OBE for appearing in many great British films and TV shows, including The Jewel in the Crown, My Son the Fanatic, White Teeth, and the classic film East is East. Now it's time to hear from you. Who are some of the foreign celebrities you feel should receive an honorary knighthood or damehood? Let us know in the comments section below.